everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everyone. So today I have sort of a different type of video for you. I was actually going to write a blog post about the story I'm about to tell you, but I was looking through my Instagram archives and saw that I had a bunch of little video clips about this event that happened, and I decided to instead just make a video and narrate. So we'll see how it goes. I've never made a video like this before. And if you hear little baby noises in the background, my son's sitting right over here, so don't mind him and his cuteness. If you follow any of my social media or read my blog at all, you probably know that I really enjoy volunteering internationally. So the story I'm about to tell you is from the last volunteer trip I took to Ecuador back in January of 2018. I volunteered with Timmy Global Health, and we basically go out each day to a rural community in the area that we're staying in. So we're in the Guangaje province, I believe, and we'd gone out to our community that day. We set up a clinic to help the community see doctors, get prescriptions, that kind of thing. I am just going to do a blog post over Timmy Global Health eventually because I just love the organization. So we had finished our clinic for the day, and that day in particular, I can't remember which community it was, but it rained a lot. I mean, all the animals were coming inside to try to avoid the rain. Everyone was kind of huddled underneath the awning while waiting in line. They had umbrellas. It was pouring at some points. And on our way to the clinic, we take this big bus. It's kind of like a Greyhound bus almost, and this huge bus to carry all of our people and all of our medical supplies. And we had gone down this hill, and after it rained, we're going back up, at least trying to, and that's when everything started happening. So we started slowly making our way up the hill, and we were almost to the top, and we just stopped. And started to slide backwards. Okay, so our bus is definitely stuck. See it behind me. We tried going up and down and up and down again, so we're all just chilling right now. It was so slippery. It's a dirt road with potholes in it, out in the middle of nowhere. It rained, super muddy. We were getting nowhere. So we stopped and got out of the bus. We tried pushing it for a few minutes. Current situation, trying to push the bus up the last bit of the hill. Oh my gosh. And I don't know what we were thinking. How the heck are we going to push this huge bus up with, there were still people in it at that point in time, granted, and all of our medical equipment. So there was just no way we were going to push it up, and it seemed to be almost more dangerous than helpful, so we gave up pushing. And then came all the different strategies that we tried. So pushing didn't work. We tried digging in the dirt underneath the tires to give it traction. We tried shoving pieces of wood underneath the tires to try to give it some traction. Nothing was working. And as we're struggling here, we look back, and lo and behold, there is this adorable little onion farmer with this pickup truck full of onions that he's bringing into town. And they're struggling to get up the hill too. They went up and had the same thing, slid back down. The farmer's wife was out there with her hoe. I hate saying that, hoe. Okay, with our farming equipment and trying to dig in the dirt to get traction, and nothing was working. And so we kind of partnered up and helped each other out. And the farmer, his son had gone onto the back of his pickup truck, was jumping up and down trying to force the tires to dig into the dirt to get up the top of the hill. I watched them a few times, and then we started digging in the dirt to help the farmer up. And I actually got to jump on the back of the pickup truck. It was absolutely hilarious. All of us were jumping up and down in the back of this pickup truck out in the middle of nowhere. All of us smelled like onions and just trying to get this truck up the top of the hill. So we finally got it. Yay! We got the onion farmer up top so they could bring their crops in. And something I didn't elaborate on, a lot of times in these communities they only have one vehicle or none at all, and a lot of the times there'll be one person that gathers everyone's crops that they farm and bring them into town and sell them, and then bring back the money for their families and that kind of stuff. So it's a big deal. Like, this onion farmer has to get into town to sell his or several families' onions in order to survive and gather the things that they need to bring back. My son is snoring. We started digging underneath the tires of the bus again to get our bus up, and we finally made it. It took, I want to say 45 minutes to an hour to get up this last part of the hill because it was so slippery. This was probably one of my favorite memories of all the volunteer trips that I've taken. It just really shows teamwork makes the dream work, and I just love how friendly everyone is and willing to help out and taking their time to help you out. I don't know. I feel like we don't have as much as that here in the United States as what it is there. So it's just something I cherish, and hilarious story. I will never forget jumping up and down in the back of that pickup truck trying to get this onion farmer's truck up the hill with all of his crops and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're watching this from my blog, go ahead and check out my YouTube channel if you're interested in other videos that I've posted. Not all of the videos I have posted on my YouTube channel are on my blog, so definitely check that out. And if you're watching this from my YouTube channel, check out my blog. I've got a bunch of my hikes on there and just from different trips I've taken and that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of good things. I'll put all the links below in the commentary. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and my story, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! What are you doing, buddy? Oh, so sleepy. Okay, I'm getting distracted by him. You know, I should probably explain all this. Yeah. I can't say that. That's a total lie. We do clinicals. We set up a clinical site. Wow, I suck today. Goodness gracious! You right, Bubba? You okay? Oh, good job. Wow, filming with kids is gonna take a lot longer. He's out.